Judy.
Yes.
I am the father of dragons.
William, I could do one better. I am the mother of wine.
We'll show you where you can get both next on Garden Time.
Welcome to Garden Time. We're at Garland Nursery for their 18th annual Wine and Art in the Garden.
And later on in the show, not only are we going to talk to you about some of the artists that you can find here, but also some of the wine you can taste.
Also coming up in the show today, we'll give you some tips on summer pruning of your rhodies and azaleas.
But coming up first, we're going to show you how to extend summer entertaining into the evening hours. Well, I am standing with Diana, and generally when we talk to Diana, she is at her beautiful store, Terra Casa in Damascus. However, we are at an actual home this time, and we're going to be talking about the wonders of summertime in Oregon, because we love to come outside, and you guys have so much that even makes it more beautiful, like this fountain. So let's start talking about the stuff you have.
So one of the things I like to add to an outdoor living experience is a lighted fountain. And you could put one of these anywhere with a bowl that has a matching pot,
Right.
and then we actually plumb all this up for you and we add an LED light to it, so at night you get an up light. You can also put up lights in the bowl itself if you want a kind of a double exposure there of lighting, but this is a beautiful sound. You get some nice lighting. It lights up the ceiling in here.
And the great thing is, because it is self-contained, it can be moved.
It can go
Yeah,
anywhere.
and I love
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. No, they're very easy to place anywhere. You could even do this setup without the bowl, and the water could go back into the pot itself,
Right into the pot
and use
itself.
that as its own, as like a self-contained reservoir.
And then, it seems like lighting outside, electric lighting, is so everywhere now. But sometimes I love that right behind you are these beautiful lights. They're a very simple light, but so elegant to me.
It takes so little to add
Right.
something to an outdoor. These are on the railing here. You can put them up above. You can actually just wind them around through a table, a dining room table, or you could put them anywhere. Some people put them on their mantle or on the hearth of the fireplace.
And speaking of dining room tables, let's walk over here because you have got such great stuff for outdoor living. So show me some of the stuff that you carry.
Oh my. So one of the things I like to do in the summertime is take some of the things we use inside, obviously,
Right.
the dinnerware, but a lot of this is made specifically for outside. So we have some beautiful acrylic shatterproof dinner or drinkware and a variety of sizes and shapes. We actually have glassware, of course, that we sell year round, and we have our little beverage hat to
I so love those.
keep the little bugs out of your wine
Yeah.
when you're sitting there on the patio at night. And then we have this is called a wine caddy that holds wine glasses and a bottle of wine. So when you're in the kitchen, one-handed, you can take it all out to the table in
one
one
time.
shot. Yes.
And tell me about these smaller glasses.
These little. So if you go to Italy, they serve their wine in like little water glasses, and this is they're little water glasses or juice glasses or wine glasses at our house.
You'll find no judgment from me, Diana. And then you've also got beautiful things like this bowl, and just tell me about how you put that together, because it's easy.
Well, it's very easy and it's very simple. So we take one of our decorative bowls, we add a set of candles to it, the electric candles, and then we put 2 or 3 faux succulents in it, and boom, you're done. That's a beautiful centerpiece. It's really simple. You can add rock to it. You could add a lot of other things to it if you wanted, but I kind of go for the more simple look myself.
Well, and then because we actually are at a table, you also have great ways to serve all types of food outdoors. Tell me about this stuff.
So we sell the slate cheese boards,
love
and
that.
these are fun because they come with not a piece of chalk, but the thing that writes on it is actually a piece of stone itself. So when you write on this, you just use your fingers to wipe it off, but you can write the type of cheeses
type
you
of cheese,
have.
that is so clever.
It's very fun, yes, and it's a fun thing to have. And of course, this cheese knife. Don't forget about the cheese knife. This is the best thing in the world. It cuts through cheese just like crazy. And if you don't have one,
Like a
everyone
hot
should-
knife through butter?
like a hot knife through butter, and the way it's made is just the cheese falls away
Wow, nice.
from it because it's stepped up like this. So anyway, if you don't have one, you have to go get
Well, and
one.
then, in my life, I always put cookies just in a basket. But this is pretty fancy and
You know,
for crackers and
I
stuff.
like to think outside the box on some of these things. So that's more for, you know, accoutrements that you use for, say, olives and pickles. I like to put crackers in them
But you
because
can
they're
switch it
upright.
up.
You can do anything you want, sure.
And then behind us, tell me about this wonderful light that you have back in the corner.
Oh my! So I love lanterns and putting the succulents in them, some moss. There's a sphere in that, and of course our fabulous. I've got our fabulous light up candles here that you can click on and off with your remote control.
That's so
it's
cool.
so easy to do. And then of course we have more serving pieces that you can use. Our decorative bowls make great serving pieces
Right,
for
right.
for potlucks and for outdoor entertaining as well.
And you know, so many of us have outdoor fireplaces now. A lot of people do. And this is elegant and lovely both at the same time, and functional.
And functional. I take some of my indoor pictures outdoors during
Yeah.
the summertime, and this is not glass art. It's just a canvas art, so it can go outside. And of course, the hurricanes with the electric candles in them as well make for nice ambient lighting as well.
Well, you know, every time we come out to Terra Casa, all of us at Garden Time fall in love with something new that we find there. And at this time of year, we love to enjoy the beauty of our summers in the evening. Go out to Terra Casa. You can bring your own dishes that you own yourself outside as well. You can bring anything that you need and find it there, and you will make that place feel like paradise for your family and friends. It is always such a delight. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you, William.
Garden Time is brought to you by Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
You deserve the best, so at Capital Subaru, we make sure you're getting the best experience at every touchpoint. Award-winning customer service, a wide selection of new Subarus to choose from, 2 years complimentary service on all new vehicles, and perks you'll only find at Capital Subaru. Start your next adventure on the Parkway.
Capital Subaru's summer sales event is on. Make no payments for 120 days on new Subarus, like the 2017 Subaru Forester 2.5i, now $21,818.
Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
Enjoy a summer of art and color. Visit the Oregon Garden for Art in the Garden now through September 30th. See outstanding and inspired art that represents both traditional and modern styles, carefully placed throughout the garden. See the combination of beautiful plants and great art as you stroll the gardens. Just pick up your map at the Visitor Center on your next visit. For details on Art in the Garden and a schedule of all our summer events, go to OregonGarden.org.
Do you have a leaning or broken fence? Fix a broken fence with ease. Made in Oregon, the sturdy fence post bracket can mend your drooping fence. Strong winds, falling debris, dry rot, and wayward drivers can all cause havoc on your once sturdy fence. Our sturdy bracket attaches to your existing fence and is easily installed in 30 minutes. Limit waste, materials, and save money by fixing your existing fence. Purchase online at sturdfence.com or visit participating Par Lumber and Pro Build stores.
Fiberon. Deck it right the first time.
I'm at Garland Nursery for their big Art in the Garden, and I'm with Brenda. So what is going on today?
Wow, so many exciting things. We have wine, we have artists, we have over 40 artists, including Recandle Company, who does recycled candles and glass bottle art candle holders, and we have Kathy's garden art. She works with chains and saws and different things and makes like animals and funky things out of them. I have a bunch of pieces in my yard, and so does Erica from hers. We really like her. And we have two wineries that we're featuring. Cardwell Hill Cellars. They're out of our neighboring town, Philomath. They're family-owned winery. And then K&M Wines, that's out of Carlton, Oregon.
Really, those go together so well. Wine and art in the garden,
Yes,
coming
absolutely.
to Garland's. That's really a nice thing to do.
Yes.
So Brenda, you have over 40 artists. So what are some of the other artists?
Yeah, so we have painters, definitely, oil painting, different things. We have people that make jewelry, interesting gemstone jewelry, tribal style jewelry. We have people that make baskets, pottery, and hats, straw hats for gardening, outdoor pillows, whimsical different things, all sorts of fun stuff.
And it's really speckled all through the nursery.
Yes,
so I
it
love
is.
that because you get to see the plants too, and you get to see the artists, and so it's really like a strolling kind of day.
Yes, it is. That's how it got its name, Art and Wine in the Garden.
Yeah, and then there's some other kind of tastings too, not just wine.
Yes, that's right. So Spiritopia and Vivacity Spirits are local spirit producers, and they're going to be tasting their things like native gin. That's my favorite from Vivacity. They also have a vodka and a coffee liqueur. Spiritopia does ginger liqueur, apple liqueur, pomegranate liqueur. Yeah.
Ah, really? That's fun. And it's your 18th anniversary.
It is. I can't believe we've been doing it this long.
That is
Very
amazing.
exciting.
You were a child when it started.
Yes. So.
And now you can drink.
Yes.
Well, now I'm going to talk to Erica. So what else is going to be going on here all
Oh
day?
my gosh. Besides the art and the wine, we have food. We have cheesy stuffed burgers that are amazing. We have the Pink Rib does breakfast burritos. He does amazing sandwiches. We also have the Gumbo Groove Band is going to be
fun.
here
Fun,
both
fun.
days, 12 to 3. Gosh, we have specials going on. We have our fountain and our statuary, 25% off, plus other things that are on sale as well. But that's the best one because it's art.
Yes,
anyway,
definitely.
yeah, so that's exciting too.
And even for the kids, you have face painting.
Face
Or
painting.
adults,
I
maybe.
know. Face painting. Yes, exactly.
That is fun.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's always beautiful to come down here. The nursery is always wonderful, but these are two different things, or more other things that don't usually go on the weekend. So it's going to be today from 10 to 4, so you got to get in the car, and tomorrow,
Yes.
Saturday and
Yep,
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
So get in the car after garden time and come down. If you have any other questions, go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over to their website and you get the directions and all the information about the big festival this weekend. Thanks so much. We'll have a blast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For our tip of the week, we have a great idea for you.
Okay, wait a minute. Now tell me what gardening tip is going to come from a kid's inflatable swimming pool.
William, start blowing it up and I'll tell you all about it. William, that's enough. That's enough.
Well, it's not full yet.
But you know, for this tip of the week, you only need a little bit of water to take care of the plants while we're on vacation.
That's really true. Now here's what we think about this. You get a kid's pool, you put a couple of inches of water in. That's all you really have to do. Make sure that it's in the shade, and then while you're on vacation,
There we go.
set the pots in.
You know, this is just a great way while you're away to have them watered. You don't have to rely on your neighbors or friends down the block, and so sometimes they forget. So this one will be on duty 24/7.
Using a child's little swimming pool to keep your plants healthy while you're on vacation, that's our tip of the week.
Garden Time is brought to you by Portland Nursery, a passion for plants, a nursery for plant people.
Do you want to be green? Do the easy stuff first. Hi, I'm Sarah from Portland Nursery. The U.S. House Energy and Commerce Committee says for every dollar spent on a shade tree, you can save $5 on cooling, blocking the penetrating heat in the summer and allowing the warm rays through in the winter. Dollar for dollar, there's no better energy and money saver than a good, deciduous shade tree. Portland Nursery's professionals can help you make the perfect selection. Portland Nursery, a passion for plants, a nursery for plant people.
Little Baja is your source for a whole lot of terracotta and concrete too. From bird baths and benches to Buddhas, bears, and fountains, plus the exclusive Baja chimney, we have an amazing variety of the finest in terracotta and concrete containers. Come check out our selection of statuary for any garden theme or setting. So for something for the garden, deck, or patio, come see us at Little Baja on East Burnside in Portland. Find us on Facebook too.
Nestled in the oaks of the Willamette Valley is a nursery that is truly exceptional. At Out in the Garden Nursery, you will find a vast array of shade plants, ornamental grasses, and hardy perennials.
Enjoy food, wine, music, and craft vendors at our Wine and Cheese in the Garden event.
We offer over 100 types of perennials. Plus, we offer the best in personal attention. Out in the Garden Nursery, where we grow great gardens one plant at a time.
So Judy and I are going to be talking about pruning rhododendrons and azaleas today. And we wanted to, we've told you before that once a rhododendron blooms, if you just wait until the blooms die off, you can go in and just pinch that easily off. And that is a type of pruning that will do good unless you haven't pruned in a long time. Then you can get some really massive rhododendrons like this. Sometimes they can get leggy, sometimes they almost lay on the ground. So there are some other things you can do to rhododendrons. What are they, Jude?
Well, you can take out big branches. You can even take them down to stumps. You probably will lose a bloom cycle, but it will eventually bloom, but you'll have a great plant. Like, look at this stem. William, isn't that huge? So you can just take your loppers and cut it way back. It's really going to take back that branch, but it's going to be more compact, a nicer plant in this area that you can really enjoy.
And we really wanted to make sure that you did understand that when we say take it back, you can literally take it back to about a foot. You're not going to get anything that year, but the next spring, you're going to get growth, and then the next spring you will have a rhododendron the size you really probably wanted, and it will be in full bloom.
And then you can also do that with azaleas. We really love this azaleas because it is kind of cascading over this little wall, but it's getting into the lawn. It's going to be a problem when you mow or edge. So you could either take it way back or just kind of selectively prune it so that it isn't so long and leggy and getting into that lawn area. And again, you might lose some blooms, but in the long run, you're going to have a really nice plant in this area.
And with these azaleas especially, when you do cut them back the first time, if you just pay a little attention every year after they bloom, go in, you can even take some hedgers and then you keep that shape really neatly year after year.
It makes it easier, that maintenance, and then you don't have that wild look, and it always will look nice.
And remember, it is always important when you're pruning rhododendrons, azaleas, or really any plant that's right up onto your house to really pull them right, even if it's a straight line, away from that house.
And that's important because the plants will keep moisture right against the house and it can damage your siding.
So these are just a few tips we had on pruning your rhododendrons and azaleas, and whether you want to take them down far or just keep them the same size year after year, there's always a way to do that. On every episode, we encourage you to go to gardentime.tv to get more information.
But we don't think everyone understands the large amount of information that you can find there, so we're going to walk you through it.
So let's start at the front page with Mortimer, who's our mascot. On the petals of Mortimer, you will find 6 of the links, which are the top links to our website. Some of the links we would like to point out is the Plant Pick of the Week, our sponsors, and Archive. Now Archive, if you click on that, all you have to do is go up to this little tab right here and click in what you're looking for. Let's say you wanted to find stories on daffodils. You write that in, enter it, and it will bring up over 10 years of our archives, all dealing with daffodils.
Another link is to our how-to section. Just click on it and you'll find articles about food canning and preservation, garden activities like building a raised bed, animals in the garden and how to deal with them, and even about lawn care. And the most important link on this page is the This Week link. This link will take you to all the stories on the current week's show. You'll find a description on each story and then a link to see that video so you could watch it again.
And if you want to watch the entire episode again, just click on the link above the stories.
The beauty of the This Week page is that there are links back to the businesses that are featured.
Back on the main page, you will see the Garden Time Subaru with the Find the Subaru link. When you click on that, you will find the Garden Time Subaru, which is in a different location every month. So make your guess, and if you're correct, you have a chance of winning a $25 gift card.
At the bottom of the page, you'll notice a toolbar with more links. You'll also find a link to Garden Palooza, our once-a-year garden event. On the bottom right of the home page, you'll find a link to our Garden Time magazine, which comes free in your email every month.
On the front page, you will also see a link to the Garden Time store. When you click on this link, it gives you the ability to buy t-shirts, hats, even Garden Time plants.
One of the biggest questions that we get is, when can I see Garden Time? And we have a link to that too. This link takes you to a page that details all the stations, days, and times that Garden Time airs.
Next to the stations link is the events calendar link. When you click on this link, it takes you to one of the most complete gardening events calendars in the state.
One last link that we want to draw your attention to is the Garden Time Tours link. We have seen some of the greatest gardens in the world. Click on this link to see where we're going to next and how you can join us.
And finally, our little mailbox. So if you have questions or comments or just need to contact us, you can always click on that link.
We hope that this little tour of the website has helped you to learn more about what you can find there.
So as we say every week, for more information, go to gardentime.tv.
Welcome to Blooming Junction, where it's easy to connect with nature. At Blooming Junction, you'll find beautiful, healthy plants, good, fresh food, and a place to regain peace and calm in your life. We have an unsurpassed collection of unique and distinctive plants and the expertise to help any gardener be successful. And we feature Blooming Advantage plants. Come check out Blooming Junction for an inspiring experience in the garden or in the kitchen. Blooming Junction, offering quality plants for beautiful gardens.
A destination farm and garden market featuring the very best each season has to offer. Smith Berry Barn offers seasonal farm fresh fruits and vegetables and specialty herbs and perennials. Visit the historic barn for distinctive gifts, gourmet foods, and homemade milkshakes. Right now we have fresh picked or pick your own berries ready in our fields. Here's what we have to offer this week. Centrally located off of Shoals Ferry Road between Sherwood and Hillsborough. Smith Berry Barn, growing good taste from the ground up.
In the summer months, water use can double or triple due to outdoor watering. Here are 3 simple tips to help save water and money this summer. Set your sprinklers so that they're watering your lawn and plants and not the pavement. Water early in the morning or later in the evening when temperatures are cooler. Group plants with similar water, shade, and sun needs together. For more water conservation information and tips, check out the Regional Water Providers Consortium at www.conserveh2o.org.
Standard's prices are great. We've checked, they're very competitive. That's why we use them.
You don't have to waste time running around making phone calls. It's good to know when working with Standard that our staff doesn't have to spend incredible amounts of time searching for pricing.
And even with the clients that have checked around, they've always come back to Standard as being their best buy.
Since 1947, we set the standard. Standard TV and appliance.
About a month ago, Rick Naylor from Visualscaping invited us to Dawn's home, to her yard, her garden, to show us what exactly was going to be going on here in the next month. So now we're here for the finished product. So Dawn, this is just lovely. Are you just loving your new garden?
I am. It's really, really amazing what they've done.
And so really it took care of the problems, because there were a few problems, weren't there, with the backyard here?
Yeah, I wanted to have a safe area for the dog to run, which they did with the fence and the sod. And then I wanted to have a safe path for Mom to be able to get down to the creek, and all the steps have been taken out, and it's really lovely. She's actually been down here, so.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
And really the pathway gets you down to the creek. You can sit there on those boulders and really enjoy the little river there.
Yeah, it's really lovely. It's all beautiful.
And do you have a favorite plant? Because there's so many different plants here now.
I really like them all, but I like the redbud, I think it was
the redbud,
called.
yeah. There you go. You're learning.
Yeah, I'm learning. It's beautiful. So.
Well, great. Well, now we'll talk to Rick. And so, Rick, you said there was going to be some challenges here, and there actually were some changes.
Yeah, no, it did go really well. We had to make some changes along the way, but every job's that way.
Ah, so it's normal.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because once you get into it, you see something that might work a little better, or something that just might look a little better. So, you just have to be flexible, and that's the brilliant part of Visualscaping, is that we work very hands-on with our clients to make sure that we get things done exactly the way they want. So.
And I love that the bricks are gone, and it's such a clean pathway now, and this wall, this retaining wall, is really nice. It's sturdy. It's going to keep this bank up and everything, and just really look wonderful for your client.
Right. It's the retaining wall is a lot stronger. It's going to hold a lot more weight, so we're never going to have to worry about that. And then getting rid of the steps was a huge issue, so her mom could have better access down to the river, and now it's a lot safer, and we don't have to worry about tripping or anything like that. So, it just worked out really well, I think.
And the palette of plants, really, there's so much going on here, and then something for every season. You got wisterias, you have redbud for early, you have hues and other kind of conifers for wintertime, so it's really pretty.
Right, and I mean, that's what we do. You know, we always are focusing on making your yard look different than everybody else's, so, and focusing on 12-month color by spacing plants so that they'll look the beds will look just as full in the middle of winter as they do in the spring. So yeah, that's exactly what we did here, and we tried to use as many contrasting colors as we possibly could.
Yeah, and then you top dress it with mint mulch, and I think that is really just the crowning glory of it. Just makes it look all nice and clean.
Right, I like the black color, but I also like the fact that the mint compost has a lot of nutritional value to it where bark dust doesn't.
Right.
So it's good for the plant material also. So yeah, it's one of my favorite things to use.
Yeah. Well, you know, this has been a really fun project for us because we got to see the before and now we see the after. Dawn is happy, her family's happy with this garden and this backyard landscape, and Rick has done a great job. So if you have any other questions, please go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website and you maybe can contact Rick and get some new landscape in your garden. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dawn. Thank you for watching today, and don't forget, it's the 18th annual Wine and Art in the Garden at Garland Nursery today and tomorrow.
And you know what? We are so happy to announce that we have signed up for our new trip next summer. We're going to Europe, and we'll be going to London, Paris, and Belgium. So for more information on that, we always invite you to go to gardentime.tv.
William and I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week here on Garden Time.
Judy,
Yep.
Do you remember when I asked you if you liked me? I mean, if you really liked me?
Yeah, I liked you on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I need you to do that again.
Well, we really need everyone to like the new Facebook page for Garden Time. So you just go to gardentime.tv and click on the Facebook icon and like us again for our brand new page.
The proceeding was a paid program of the Guston Creative Group and its sponsors.